Hello, my test. So it has been around 2 weeks since our recent Coron trip. So much has happened and we really enjoyed the trip. But my cousins and I weren't able to debrief, so that's what I want to do now. Coron was so beautiful. Like kung tao pa siya, para siyang artista na you can't help but get starstruck. Kahit everyday pa kayo magkasama, the pictures and videos don't even do justice. So a bit of a history/geography lesson that I didn't really know before our trip is that Coron is actually part of a group of islands called Calamian Islands. So to my understanding, like the Philippines has Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, Palawan also has different island groups. And Calamian Islands has Coron, Busuanga, and many other islands. So I actually had to search about that because to go to Coron, you have to pass through Busuanga Airport, and it's written as Busuanga parentheses Coron. And I didn't really understand why. So it turns out that Coron, the town, is actually in Busuanga. And to get to Coron Island, you have to ride a boat. And we learned that Busuanga is actually a local term for bunganga, which we know means mouth, because historically and until now, that is where people pass through to get to the other islands. However, if you do a Google search about it, iba din yung story. It actually says that Busuanga is a local term for the word burst because it was said to randomly appear after a storm. So the first definition was given by the tour guide, which is very interesting because I can't confirm that online. But yeah, the more you know. If you do a Google search about Coron, on the other hand, and how it got its name, it says a different story. But the tour guide said that Coron is actually a local term for clay bowl, which describes how the island is outlined. Historically, Coron also played a significant role in World War II because it was a place of conflict. The Japanese hid a number of war and supply ships there, which was sunken by the Americans eventually, and this eventually led to Coron being one of the best free-diving sites in the Philippines because aside from the rich marine life, it also has a lot of shipwreck sites. I don't know if I can emphasize enough how beautiful Coron is, but with the limestone formations, the clear blue waters, and all the islands, beaches, and lagoons, it is really a world of its own. And what interested me the most is learning that Coron is actually owned by its indigenous groups, and one of its main groups is the Banwa tribe. That's why it has been preserved that way because a lot of these islands are treated as sacred. And we were able to visit some of these sites, like Kayangan Lake, which is said to be the cleanest lake in the Philippines, and they see it as a sacred space because it is considered ancestral territory for them. When we were there, ang daming tao, but you can still feel the solemnity of the place, and it's true that there were areas that were off limits to tourists. So it's really nice that something as beautiful as this is open to the public, but at the same time, they are making sure that they preserve it in the way that they should. Next is Barracuda Lake, which was actually one of my favorite sites in the tour. The water was so clear, and it was such a unique place to be in. So this is a place that is also considered as being guarded by spirits. Another one was Twin Lagoon, which I think is the place that we see online a lot. It's two lagoons that are separated by a rock formation, and to get to the other side, you have to go under. So it was an experience. And something that I read online, I don't know if this is true, but there are said to be caves and deep crevices in the lagoon that they believe to be gateways to the spirit realms. And because we had to kayak going to the lagoon, we were with our tour guide. And she told us that around 5 p.m. or around a certain time, dapat wala na daw tao sa lagoon as a way of respect. That's always been followed by them. So yeah, it was so interesting. I suggest that you keep talking to the locals and asking questions from your tour guide because this island just really carries a lot of history and stories. A highlight for me from the trip was really the people. Sobrang bait! We had the best tour guides, to be honest. They were so energetic and accommodating and friendly. And not just that, but walking around as well. They had a different energy to them. I guess maybe living the island life just generally gives more positivity to a person. And we also learned that Coron actually has 0 crime rate. So that's an interesting fact as well. So all in all, I had so much fun in the trip. If I could extend, I would. If I had the chance to go back, I would. But it also made me curious about the different islands in Palawan as well and all the other islands in the Philippines. I think if you're planning a trip to a certain island in the Philippines and you're the type of person who enjoys a mix of culture, chill, and adventure, then I think Coron might be something that you have to consider. It is the type of beauty that you have to see at least once, I feel. So I'm glad that I got to document a bit of our trip. We were mostly in the water, so I'm just happy that the clips still made sense when tied together. So I hope you enjoy watching. On our way to
Sabon.
first local trip.
Together.
No?
Oh yeah.
First plane ride together.
Plane ride. Okay, bro. Lahat na lang ng first.
Here in front and two at the back.
used to give all I have. I'm used to get nothing back. Wherever I go, it's the same. There's no excuses, no one to blame. Sometimes I can understand how it can be so hard to stay out of pain. But with you everything has changed, even though we both stay the same. Would you call me on the midnight train?
Tiga lang.
That's right, sir. I'll be back. Run away. Tayo lang ako din. Kuya, abante kayo, may magalabas.
You feel like summer days to me, warm, tender, sunny rays. I hope that we are meant to be. You say nothing at all when we meet, yet somehow I know your history. Oh, come what may, I'm ready. Picture frames, lavender paint, they all live here within this romance. I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one.
Welcome to my guys!
Innocent dust of dreams, and we seem to follow, come right. Guess everyone got their own sound. Never cared much about fitting in. What's right?
How are we feeling? Pagod. We did it!
Just like
4. Day 3 of the tour. Day 3 of the tour.
Where are we going?
To the shipwrecks. Okay, go!
Bye! Bye!
Tanong po siya.
Watching the stars and the city lights. Right from the start, said we never grow apart, dear Wichita. You wanna such a sight. Watching all the lovers fall into the night. All the moods in a heartbeat. We're going back where it all began. The same ground on our heartbeat. Starts to shake when you're all we can. Winter time to spring, I remember everything from Wichita. This town is on its knees, you know God is overseas, I'm telling ya. Oh, it's more to this than what you see. You know this town's got the business.
Okay, thank you. Lobster mag-jump.